Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Warhammer 2 multiplayer battles. This is going to be the Tomb Kings versus the Dwarves. For my army, we deployed originally back here, because that's where our deployment zone was, but this is about a minute or so in because it's a pretty long approach. I decided to deploy over here so that we can have the forests here as cover from the Dwarven artillery, which is exactly what we're doing right now. For our forces, we have 2 carrion birds. We are being led by a Tomb King on the Sphinx. We also have 1 caster with the Lich Priest of Nehekara. We have 3 Tomb Scorpions, 1 of the Necropolis Knights, which are poison damage, armor-piercing knights. We also have 2 Ushapti, just basic Ushapti, and then 6 Skeletal Warriors, and that is our army. For the Dwarves, we have a total of 3 Dwarven Warriors, Dragonfire Pass, Ironbreakers, 3 Slayers, I think the Dragonback Slayers, yeah, they're back there as well, 2 Thunderers, Ungrim Iron Fist, the Runesmith, and yeah, 2 Cannons. So what the cannons are going to be doing is aiming at my Tomb King, which I'm going to put behind this giant tree. And it's going to actually block some shots. We're trying to get all of our other constructs into the forest so that we can start hiding from the Dwarven artillery. Carrion going to be hiding over here. And actually I want to fast forward this a little bit because what we're doing is right now we're waiting for the Skeletal Warriors to get over here so that they have a way into the back of the Dwarven formation. And I'm going to see if the Dwarves are going to adjust their formation to face these so then we can just kind of flank them with all of our constructs which are over there. The Dawi are going to move a little bit, but we're still going to be able to just kind of get some Skeletal Warriors around their flanks for the most part. And I think we're actually going to have, like, our right flank's going to be here, and then everything else is going to be piling into here. And now since the Skeletal Warriors are almost in range, we're now going to send our Carrion out. I sent them a little early, but we're going to send them after the 2 Thunderers right there and right there. And yeah, I sent them a little early, getting our Necropolis Knights in position, and the rest of the constructs are now going to be moving out. Now that you can see, we already have some Skeletal Warriors back in here, and the whole point of this is so we can hopefully have the Skeletal Warriors tie down some of their Slayers and anything else back here, and allow our constructs to do their damage against the Dwarven front line, which is all heavily armored, but can't really do too well against our constructs. The Dragonback Slayers, or Slayers and Generals, can do a lot of damage, which again is why we're trying to get as many Skeletal Warriors. You can see, we're still funneling Skeletal Warriors around here, but I'm also micromanaging these constructs as well. But by the time that my constructs get there, a lot of my Carrion are basically already dead, because again, I kind of set them a little too early. But finally now, we're trying to get some Skeletal Warriors. We have the Necropolis Knights in here, going to start doing some damage to one of the cannon crews. And more Skeletal Warriors are just going to be pouring around here. I think this one engages against these Dwarf Warriors eventually. But the rest of these are going to be piling in here. We're now fighting against the Dragonback Slayers, holding them in position. We have the Tomb Scorpions coming in here, Shopti and Setra coming over here. And we're going to try and go after the Runesmith. I want to try and kill the Runesmith as quickly as possible, so we're going to start targeting him. We're actually going to sail him down the hill a little bit. Kind of nuts. I love the attack animations of the Tomb Kings, especially the Tomb Scorpions and the Sphinx here. So yeah, we're trying to get the Runesmith, but what you're going to see here is that the Sphinx that my Tomb King is on, well, right now we're at the minus 44 melee attack, so we're not really going to get many hits in. So it's going to be kind of a lot of wasted time trying to kill this Runesmith. We're not actually going to really do any damage. Back here, my Nehekara Lich Priest did get caught by the Dragonback Slayers, or one of these Slayers groups briefly, but now we're going to keep him out of there. We're going to get the Necropolis Knights, I think, over into these Thunderers, along with the Tomb Scorpion. You can see that the only Skeletal Warrior actually fighting the front line is just this one, and every other Skeletal Warrior is back here, still trying to deal with the Runesmith. Even without that debuff, still not getting any damage done. We're just not getting through, and it's actually really aggravating. And you can see that Ungrim Iron Fist is going to be coming over here. He was fighting against our Necropolis Knights, and I think some of our Shopti, until he pulled off, and you can see that he's going to try and head towards the Tomb King there. Going to get my Skeletal Warriors up and around to try and continue to hold these Warriors, the Dragonfire Pass, in place. And you can see that our Necropolis Knights have destroyed the Thunderers, or at least one of them. The other Thunderer is being killed by our Tomb Scorpion over there. Both the cannon crews at this point are done. They are not going to be coming back, so they are offline. 2 shops are trying to do what they can against the Ironbreakers, Dragonback Slayers, and the Dwarf Warriors. You can see we did a lot of damage to the Slayers. I think some of our Knights got a piece of those. I think a couple of our Tomb Scorpions did. And obviously that our Shopti are also getting into it as well. More Skeletal Warriors coming over here to try and support the Shopti if they can, trying to get these Slayers in action, or in lockdown. Meanwhile, over here, we had 2 Tomb Scorpions and our Knights trying to pile in on this Dwarf Warrior, trying to support our Skeletal Warrior there, but now we're going to pull out and try and reinforce the Ushapti, I believe. And again, we're just not doing any damage to this Runesmith for whatever reason. I guess they're just impervious to all damage. So I'm going to try and pull our Tomb King out of there because I don't want him fighting against Ungrim Iron Fist, who's really good at killing large creatures. So we're just going to use our mobility and just run away from them, because that's what you can do and what you should do. I think I had the Tomb King fight these warriors, Dragonfire Pass for a little bit, as these slayers chasing down my Tomb Scorpion, trying to get these forces over here in the centralized location, support them with a priest with a couple spells. We have a debuff spell on our priest, and we have a protection spell, and I think a vortex spell that I don't believe I actually used, but we have it equipped. There goes our Summon Ushapti on the Thunderers, so we're going to be able to rout them. Going to pull back our Necropolis Knights who are fighting right in here, and they're going to take out these other group of Thunderers because I do not want them to fire at all. And since right now the enemy is not paying attention to them, I'm just going to send these guys down here real quick because they're breaking. Actually, they are shooting us, aren't they? But these guys were breaking, so I had to pull them out of the melee with all the Slayers, so we're going to just get them to reroute those Thunderers. Meanwhile, the Tomb King and the Tomb Scorpions still have all three of them left, are holding it down with our Caster and what's left of our Summoned Ushapti, and I think we still have one Ushapti left? Yeah, but this one is about to drop. There's only 4 units left, and they are breaking due to lack of morale. Skeletal Warriors, we don't have that many left, but they have done their job really well. They have tied up a lot of forces for a long time, and that's all I really wanted them to do. Our killing power was obviously in all of our constructs, and they have done a lot of work so far. Unkam Iron Fist still at half health. Runesmith still, like, basically fine. I've tried. For so long did I try to kill this punk Runesmith, but he just refuses to get hit. It is very, very annoying. Over here, the second group of Thunderers is shattered, and so now we're going to pull our Necropolis Knights back over here to the center where there is still a lot of combat going, chasing off these Dwarven Warriors with our Summoned Ushapti. There is not much time left on them. Going to get them piling in on the Runesmith as well, because I really want to kill that Runesmith, because the longer the Runesmith is alive, the more value they get because of all the buffs it's going to continually apply, and, you know, the direct damage spell and all that. That's why I try to take him out early, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work, I tell you. Sometimes Runesmiths are impervious to damage. Infuriating. But anyway, still got 3 Tomb Scorpions. A lot of them are pretty injured at this point because they have been fighting Slayers for a long time. Our Necropolis Knights are near death, but they are still alive, dealing some damage to Unkram and whatever is left, which is, I think, is 2 Dwarf Warriors and a Slayer? Oh, and an Ironbreaker. Right. So we have a little bit of Slayers, a little bit of Ironbreakers. Runesmith still just taunting me with, like, almost full HP. So very annoying. And there go our Knights. I think they're about to start and destroy because they're going to be crumbling here. Actually, no, they just rallied. Sorry. They're going to fight for a little bit longer. But our Skeletal Warriors, I think, are all dead at this point? Yeah, Skeletal Warriors are dead and crumbled. We still do have 2 Tomb Scorpions left. Or do we have all 3 left? Oh, you have all 3 left. But we're going to start losing 1, I think, here pretty soon. Our Caster's still up, but at this point, I don't think we have much Winds of Magic left. But at least he is still alive. And obviously, our Tomb King is still really good. Really high health there. There we go. Tomb Scorpion just fell right there. Still have 2 remaining, but they are almost dead. But that's okay. Still got a lot of Dwarves because they are not going to rout easily because all that's left is the Ironbreakers who basically are unbreakable. And this Dwarf Warrior who, even though almost dead, is also sitting at really high hit points right now. Through the course of this battle in the center, you can see Unkram has been taking a lot of hits. I have not been attacking Unkram, but he has just been in the middle of melee, so he's just been getting hit. I never actually focused him down at all, but he is still taking a lot of damage. And right now we're going to just try and make sure that our Lich Priest is going to be safe, so we're going to be kind of just running him around. Never really engaged him in melee, I don't think, because he is almost dead. So we're just going to try and make sure that he is not in the fight. Over here, we're trying to rout these Dwarf Warriors because they are separated from the rest of the core of the Dwarves. There go the rest of our constructs. They've done a lot of work, but now they are dead, leaving us with still full health, almost full health, Tomb King, and almost dead 2 Tomb Scorpions. And it's all up to them to take out the rest of the Dwarf Warriors, Unkram, Runesmith, and the Slayers. But luckily, all of those units, they're all almost completely depleted. I think we may lose this Tomb Scorpion here. Pretty close. It's pretty close. Still 3 minutes left. There it goes. Second Tomb Scorpion is now dead, leaving us with just 1 more left and a Tomb King. But the thing is, the animations for these constructs are just really good. The animations get them out of really bad situations because they just charge forward. It's really, really good. And we're just going to be attacking. And their natural attacks just kind of have them charge back and forth, back and forth. It's really good. So what I'm doing here is we're trying to issue attack orders on basically like the sides of this little dwarf box we got here. Because when we attack a unit like over here, you're going to see like a unit charge over. Charge through everything, knocking them over to get to these people. Alright, I guess right now we're trying to finish off the War Dragonfire Pass. But the goal is we keep kind of attacking the opposite direction. Just go there, go there, go there, go there. Because it makes sure that our units are going to be charging through the entire dwarf lines with their animations. Right now we're just being chased as we finish off these War Dragonfire Pass, but that's what we're going to be doing here, is charging from unit to unit just to try and hit them all with our attacks. Let's actually fast forward a little bit, because that's all we have left. That's all we can do. There we go. They finally shattered. I was just buying time for them to shatter because we need to make sure that we can kill and get rid of every single Dowie as possible. Here we go. Going to stick our Tomb King in there because our Scorpion is almost destroyed, so I wanted to try and give him a free charge. Get the enemy on the Tomb King. Now here, it was not planned to separate the leaders from the rest of the units, but it happened, again, because of their animation. This is just them attacking, by the way. I'm not even cycle charging here. This is just how he attacks. He just goes in, charges, and he like does a little whatever. This one I did have to reissue an attack order because he pushed Ungram so far away. But I think from here on, he's just going to kind of keep charging on his own. He just does that. Like, he just keeps knocking Ungram down. That's just such a cool unit. Then over here, we finally routed the Runesmith with a Tomb Scorpion. Just casually knocking Ungram around. That's just his normal attack. Look how far he flows. That's basically a GG, as you can tell. We'll just fast forward a little bit. Ungram is known to survive with like 0 health for a very long time, and he does 0 too. But that's going to be a GG for the Tomb Kings. So good game to the Red Viper. Skeletal Warriors, don't expect much from them. They are just a Tarpon unit, and they did their job well. Tomb King got 95 kills. Ushabti did pretty good. The Knights did good, and the Tomb Scorpions also did very well. Dwarven Warriors killing a lot of our Skeletal Warriors. Ungram getting a lot of kills. The Cannons, though, we shut down really quick, as well as the Thunderers. We just charged in there with everything we had, and they didn't have much of a chance to do much. So, goal achieved. Then it was just trying to whittle down the high-armored frontline fighters of the Dowie. So, hope you enjoyed the battle, everybody. Let's go watch a cinematic view. You know, something I did not notice about the Tomb Scorpions until today, because I never actually looked closely at their model before, is how there is actually just a person in the Tomb King. Or, sorry, in the Scorpion. Just these mummified remains. I never even noticed that before. I've never looked at them from up high before. Really cool. Anyway. They're so cool.
Forward!
Just a cute little construct kitty.
Sacrifice them!
Oh my god, just trampling through all of them. So cool. These things love going underground. I just love these Tomb King animations. They're just so cool to watch. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is where we're chasing out the warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Got it, everybody.
chariot! This is well! Forward! I move! As it should!
Jeez. Bowling for Dowie.
Fight! Bring my chariot! On
God,
my
it's so
legions!
brutal. You cannot pin this creature down.
Very well!
I mean, there's the problem with, you know, lords that can't use mounts. They just get tossed around so easily by those who can, and they just never get their attacks off. It's really a shame. But I mean, it makes sense. Listen, I don't care if you're a dwarf, like you're the toughest mofo in the world. This thing swiping at you is gonna send you flying. Like, it makes sense. I don't care how cool your hair is. Also, this priest was almost going to die to these, like, 2 slayers that remained alive. I actually had to start moving him out of there. That dude just straight up, like, tripped! No one even attacked him, he just tripped!
Obey me!
Oh shit, I didn't even notice! The Tomb Scorpion dragged Ungrim underground! Oh! Ungrim got dragged underground! I didn't even notice! Holy shit! See ya, Ungrim! Farewell, dude! Buried under 20 tons of dirt. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Take care.